Alright guys, I'm back and I'm gonna just pick up where I left off so we can get this part finished and get home to editing. So I left off going to the cancer center with you guys, and I had a bad experience with one of the representative or the ladies there that was supposed to be doing my imaging. To simplify that story, because I'm not certain if I'm going to post the real clips of what happened live. Pretty much I went there. I had got a PET scan 2 days prior before I went in. I was put down to have another scan, a PET scan, an MRI in multiple areas. The region I was going for that time was like my pelvis, like the lower area for certain, because I just went back on Friday for a soft tissue of just the neck. The lady I worked with, we'll call her Miss for now, and Miss was not nice. Basically she came out, pulled me to the back, and most of the time when you're walking to the back, they usually say, hey, how you doing, or how's your day? But I noticed she didn't do that to me, so I was just like, hey, how's your day going? Silent. Then I asked her again. I was just like, hey, I love your haircut. Your haircut is so nice. Y'all, I'm watching my surroundings. It's too much moving while I'm trying to record. And also my nerves are just everywhere, to be honest with you. I'm still processing everything. It just feels like a lot for one person to really carry. It is a lot for a person to carry. So I hope you guys don't mind me talking to you. So yeah, I went there. Nis was not nice to me. She asked me to like take off my jewelry in a rushing manner, like trying to rush me to do everything. And it normally isn't like that. They let you take your time to take off your jewelry or whatever you have on that needs to be removed before hopping in the machines. And being a person that has gone here to this place for my cancer treatments, I had already known how the process goes. Unfortunately for me, I'm usually in PET scans, not necessarily MRIs and CT scans all the time, although I do have history of doing that. PET scans are usually where most cancer patients go, and other people, to really determine what's going on with their body. On this specific day, it was just a normal routine for me. I had to gather myself to walk in there because I was already vulnerable with the results and the findings of my test, and knowing that I am we're in the process of figuring out what's going on with cancer. Anyway, the issue with this young lady, she didn't speak to me. When I was getting ready, I took off all my jewelry. Mind you, I'm ignoring her behavior and her energy. I just know all I'm going to do is, do these scans, and then I don't have to deal with this lady anymore. Whatever. So before getting on the table, I was just like, hey, I'm just letting you know that I'm going to record myself going through the machine. I said, I have a YouTube channel and I normally record my cancer journey. I never thought I'll have to record again, but here I am. And I said, are you comfortable with basically me recording? She was like, it's not about her comfortability. It's about it's about the company's policies, the hospital policies. And I was just like, okay. I was like, she said she would check with a colleague, her coworker, and she'll come back to speak with me. Well, you guys, when she left, she called the security. I keep wanting to say the police. She called security on me, didn't inform me of that. She even stalled getting my scans done because she knew security was coming in to come see about me. Basically, I think that conversation could have been as simple as, hey girl, I'm not sure if you should record this, so let's just turn off your camera just in case, so you're not violating any laws. She didn't say anything like that. She just kept it going. I think I will put in a clip where I was talking about her colleague, which I later found out was her team lead. She came in the room and she explained to me, she was like, whatever she went back and told her, she came out, and I also told her, hey, I record my cancer thing, is that okay? And she also tells me the same thing. It's just the policies. They don't know about the policies. This is the first time I've ever had something like this happen at this hospital, because I normally record, as you guys know. And I'm not a person that records every single thing. So it's just funny. that this happens to me like this. Like, I didn't hit play until the camera was angled directly on me. And I even told her I edit my videos, so if she's not comfortable with being in it, I have no issue with editing her out of the video. She did not be combative with me. She just simply let it go and act like everything was fine, until she asked me to pull down my pants. Later find out, y'all, I'll put a snippet because I'm not going to explain everything here. That's already 5 minutes and 29 seconds of our time. Take the glass off too. Okay. You want me to keep my shoes on? No, shoes are fine. Shoes are fine. We have other things to get into. But long story short, I haven't heard back from the hospital since I made a complaint. And currently I don't have the energy that I thought I would to go down there and speak with the team, the escalation team that was not there due to me having a nighttime appointment at that time. I went on Friday. Here's where we're going to catch up. I went on Friday to have another CT MRI scan, but this time of my neck. That was a normal appointment. Everything actually went fine to me. As far as the staff, they're amazing. They're always nice normally. So yeah, I got the call. Oh, well, I'm going too far. On Friday, I did my scan. Oh my, stuff is going off at the wrong time. On Friday, which that was January 14th, I did a scan. Or no, I'm sorry, on January 16th. Because on January 14th, I got an oil change. I just bought a new car. I got my first oil change. I brought my car in for an oil change. Do you guys know that after I left the cancer center on Friday, this is just a couple days ago, my car stopped on the highway. I now know why it did that. I'll take maybe show you guys pictures of all the signs that was going off in my car. So it was something about the guy didn't close the valve right or something, and it pretty much blew my engine out. All right, guys, I'm back and my camera overheated, so I had to switch. So pretty much, let's wrap this up. So on Fridays when my car stalled on the highway and all the emergency signals went off and the car just completely stopped, the engine done for.
So to simplify what I'm trying to say here, the original dealership that did the oil change, they were closed. Usually when there's cars coming in at night being told there's supposed to be an opening for you to drop off the vehicle. Well, for my location, it was closed. So I had to use the other location not too far away from me. So that's what I was trying to explain in this clip. I hope it's making sense.
That happened on Friday night. Saturday morning, my car was dropped off to another dealership that was in the area that will be open earlier than the other dealership that was closed initially. So they towed my car to that dealership. And then on Saturday morning, because my car was at that dealership, I spoke with someone. We'll call him R, Mr. R, or yeah, let's call him Mr. R. I spoke with Mr. R. Mr. R told me that my car is not there and I should call the people that towed my car to see where they parked my car and where is it. Well, I called the tow company back and they said my car is definitely there. After, of course, searching for it, getting back with me. They're like, yeah, your car is there. They need to walk the lot and actually look for your car. Called back, told them what they said. Basically, my car is there. You may have to just go out and search for the car. Wow, I haven't heard from my little brother in so long as far as on the stories, and he mentioned me in his story. Gotta go see what that's about. Spirit. Wow, spirit. It's crazy. Focus. There's this guy canoeing by himself and just laid out on his canoe. You might see him roll past the camera, y'all. He just looks so relaxed. I want to be relaxed like that too. I refuse to this go round be sad the way I was. Anyway. So guys, needless to say, because I feel like I'm talking and sometimes I turn off the camera early because I feel like what I'm saying is not connecting. I think we all do that as content creators or people who aspire to create content. You sometimes overthink the art and not let it be organic, and sometimes it can come off forced when you're constantly hitting record, re-record. And when it's forced, I gotta step away because I don't like forced energy. But anyway, so Friday or Saturday morning, the car is at the new dealership that did not make the mistake on my car. They told me they were going to work on it. The young lady that I was supposed to be put with, she was like, yeah, they're working on your car. I'm gonna let you know when there's a diagnostic, because I was telling her I really need a loaner car because I'm going through some medical things, which I am. I had an appointment today, I have an appointment tomorrow, I have an appointment Monday. But anyway, I had told her like my situation and where I stand. Like, I really need a car. Like, the car completely stopped on the highway 2 days after getting the oil change and the air filter, my first oil change and my first air filter on the car. So she's like, yeah, I'll let you know when they have your diagnostic. It usually take 2 to 3 hours. Y'all, never heard back from the yet lady. I followed up with her later after like 3 hours or whatever she told me the time it will take. Follow back up and she's like, oh, there's no update on the car, they're still working on it. Well, come Monday, because the dealership was closed on Sunday, come Monday I called them, and the young lady was like, oh, your car is being moved to the dealership. They're waiting for the tow to come pick it up so they can bring it back to the dealership that originally worked on your car. All right, cool. Long story short, boom. Oh my God, the guy's right there. So hold on, y'all. But yeah, I think he's very interested in why and what I'm doing. So you guys, so I went to the dealership that originally messed up my car. By accident, but it was a deadly accident that I'm still processing everything from that. But I'm so more worried about my cancer that is now in the back of my mind. As long as you guys get it fixed, just get it fixed. Like, I'm still processing everything. I think there's about to be a boat that comes by. Oh no, it's going the opposite way. But yeah, sorry y'all, there's someone like literally hooking up their canoe back into their car right there. So I got to the new dealership, and I spoke with the new dealership on the phone, because they're like, oh, this is going to be the person you work with, here's their contact information. Whatever. Took down the lady that I'll be working with next name. I called her immediately, and I was like explaining to her, listen, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow and I have a pre-op appointment for surgery. Like, I need a car. I need a loaner car because I know it wasn't my fault. I need a loaner car. Like, not saying it like that, but I was like, basically, I broke down, y'all. It's only so strong you can be. You're waiting for a freaking car since Friday, but it was late at night, so you're expecting to get a car early in the morning, since it takes 2 to 3 hours for a diagnostic, and you never get a car. You just come to find out when you're trying to check on your vehicle on Monday that your car is being taken back to the place that initially messed up your car. Yeah, I was over it. And then on top of everything that I just went through at the cancer center, completely over it. So I called and kindly spoke with her. Then I started to become tearful because I said, listen, I'm going through too much in my life right now in this given moment. I currently go to the cancer center, and there's some things that I need to do there, and I need to make sure I have a vehicle there. She hopped on it, and I would give her that. She hopped on it to the point that it brought me to tears, that there are still people out here, not saying that people don't care on a normal day-to-day basis. Let's just say the energy at the first dealership compared to this lady that I spoke with was like nice, and so is it empathetic or whatever? Y'all, let me stop. Honey, my mind is in too many places. I'm waiting for the guy to move. Like, do I keep talking or do I just stop this whole thing. So I got my loaner car yesterday morning. Wow, everything just is, it feels so heavy. I'm trying to keep up. So yeah, I got the loaner car yesterday morning after I called her and like literally explained it, and then became tearful trying to explain it. Because you guys got to understand how frightening that was to have your car literally stop on the freeway. Like, wow, a whole bunch of cars, you have your emergency lights on but are not letting you over. That was a lot. But something in my spirit told me not to go to the far left lane and to stay very close to the right lane, because something just was not right. Needless to say, I was about 2 lanes over to getting where I needed to merge at to be on the side, you know, of the freeway. So yeah, that was a lot. Like, what? But anyway, I go there, pick up the loaner car. A couple hours later, the dealership calls me. The manager of the dealership calls me, and he takes full accountability of his dealership messing up my engine completely to where the car does not work right now. And he said that they're going to order me some new parts, take care of it. Basically, they said they're getting a brand new engine for me, and they'll have my car ready as soon as possible, and the parts should be coming in soon. I got an email today. They just ordered the parts yesterday, and it says your parts has arrived today. So I'm like, dang, that was fast. So hopefully I'm not in this loaner car that long, but I do have it for 29 days, now 28 days. And then if the time frame needs to be longer on my car, they're gonna, you know, extend it out. So that is the update on that with my car. My new car is now in the shop, getting a new engine. And because it says multiple parts, I thought it was just the engine. I guess he's replacing more things. I don't know. It doesn't tell me on the receipt or the email that it sends me exactly what all that's replacing. But after looking it up, it says a lot of things need to be replaced when you're replacing an engine. I don't know. If you're a car guru, by the time of this, I might have my car back. I'm trying to advocate for myself, y'all, the best way I can. But Lord knows, this is a lot for one person to really handle. Like, all within the same week is crazy to me. That's bananas. Like, who's trying to hex me? Stop with that negative energy. I returned it to sender. Okay. But yeah, so today so that's the car situation. I got my loaner car yesterday, which was on January 20th of 2026. I got my loaner car yesterday, and I've only had it for 1 day, and already my parts has arrived, so hopefully it doesn't take long. So hopping on today, I went to my physician appointment, talked with her about my oncologist. My oncologist basically wants to do a surgery to remove one of the lymph nodes in my groin area to figure out if it's cancerous or not, or, you know, see what's inside of it. The first lymph node I had removed was on my neck. I actually had it done twice. I had a biopsy in New York, and I had a biopsy here in Texas. Then I went for surgery on both of those as well, and basically repeating the process. If you guys watch my videos, and you kind of already know how this went. I made a detailed story about it back then. My old videos are kind of cringe, so I don't be watching them. But yeah, so pretty much I talked to my physician. I wanted to get a second opinion, so she sent over a referral from my physician. Wasn't understanding why, if they saw something that could be interesting, why they didn't look into it a little sooner. Because she was like, one thing about Hodgkin's lymphoma, you can't just, the car's air cut on by itself and the car is off. I don't know about that one. Anyway, hopefully that's not bothersome. Let me see if it'll cut off. Oh, this guy's really getting all his stuff. But it didn't cut off. Hopefully that's not annoying. So anyway, we're gonna wrap this up anyway. This is my cue to go. So what happened this morning, I went to go see my physician, talk with her about what happened at the cancer center with the oncologist, letting her know that they want to do surgery. I have a pre-op appointment tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm comfortable with going there and getting my treatment there, because from my physician, of course, everybody can tell you anything, and you should really take things with a grain of salt and do your own research. But my physician was just like, you can't let Hodgkin's lymphoma go and be like, oh, it's not big enough yet to worry, or it's not da-da-da-da-da, because it's widespread for me right now, is what she was saying. She's like, it's in too many areas from what they're saying, and they're saying, oh, let's like, yeah. So you guys, I'm gonna take you with me. I have an appointment coming up. Just sent over the referral, so they'll be calling me probably today, tomorrow, in the next maybe 3 business days, and I'll take you guys along with me on that journey. The initial reason why I didn't go to, like I was telling my cousin, like, you know how there's Starbucks, but then there's places that's like a Starbucks and you still get good quality service. That's kind of how I was looking at the hospital that I go to now. Like, hey, you know, they're nice, they're doing their job from what I felt. And I did go through things at that hospital, like getting my port placement. My port placement was put upside down, so I had to go back for a surgery. And this time I was awake during that surgery for them to turn it around. It's just a lot of things has transpired, and I hate being so forgiving, but I understand mistakes do happen. And never did I be like, oh, let me go sue the companies, even though my health matters, my life matters, because if it was anybody else, they'll quickly go do it. But I just couldn't fight for my life and fight in that way either. Plus, I honestly, I got to look up more information on it. It was, your energy is already consumed with one thing. You think somebody really want to go there? Oh, no, I don't. Same thing with my car. I'm just blessed to be alive. I'm blessed that they're claiming fault for it, because I know it wasn't me. Clearly, I just bought the car and never had an issue with the car until it goes to the dealership, and now I'm stuck on a highway begging people to let me over. The fear that you have when you don't know the outcome of a situation is severe, or the fear that you have when you don't know an outcome of a situation is crazy. But you guys, I'm gonna go home, take a look at the videos, see about editing this all into one video. I really appreciate the people that has been here for me, sincerely rocking with me and still checking on me every once in a blue moon. Honestly, I wish I had the energy to respond back to every single email that I receive. Since the beginning of my cancer journey, I tried to do my best, but then sometimes I don't even know what to say, but I receive the message. And maybe that's what I'll start saying going forward. I receive your message. Sometimes I'm a slow processor. I'm a slow processor. I have to sit with information for a while, especially when it's so deep. There's one girl, I say that because there's one girl I didn't respond to because I feel like she was right about everything she told me. But that's on a whole different scale. And if you're watching this video, thank you. Because girl, was you right about everything you sent in that email. Oh my God. You sent that email years ago, and I'm thinking about going back and reading it now, because I should have listened, but no, I'm so forgiving. Ooh. I'm so forgiving. See, I'm doing too much now. See how I had that in my hair? Nobody was gonna tell me that. Jesus, stop. Don't do that. Please don't do that. But yeah, I feel so much better, because when I got to the lake, I initially talked to my cousin for a long time. She's been the rock, y'all. It's been a very lonely thing. You will wish you have a mother to call right now, or your father to call, or a family member that you know loves you and care about you. I have my cousin though. Ooh. I have my cousin, so I'm grateful for that, and the people that I do have around me, as far as like friends, friends with the S, girlfriends, like a pair of friends. That's the thing. I'm also outgrowing a lot of things in my life. I'm purging old relationships, whether that be familiar relationships such as like high school friends, family members. If my energy does not align with you and we're not in alignment, I have to exclude myself from that whole dynamic. I've gone through too much and battled too long in my life, lived in survival mode a little too long to keep having to do it. And I'm not saying here we go, over talking, overstimulated. Give me a second. It's just so much that I haven't said, y'all. I haven't spoken on, because I'm like, how do I talk to you guys without telling you guys my business? Not saying like I gotta tell you my business, my whole birth chart and everything like that, but you guys gotta know some of the context clues here. I haven't talked to my mom in so long, and you guys, like, do you know my mama texted me the other day, and the message said, to read it verbatim.
I know I said it wrong, but right now it's not the time.
I haven't heard from her in so long. The message says, she texts me on Saturday. Hello, I hope all is well. You've been coming across my mind more lately, and I just wanted to check in. Stay blessed. I haven't talked to my mother in a minute, and it wasn't because like, oh, I don't want to talk to you. No. Y'all, it's some other stuff. Basically, my glass is dirty. Oh my God, let me just keep it off. Got crust on my eyes. Lord have mercy. Let me turn off the camera. Better days are coming. Better days are coming. And that's all I can say. Better days are coming. But what I'm going to do for sure this year is advocate for myself more than what I've ever have. Because I deserve that.